Hi everyone, and welcome back. Today I will tell the story of Prince Five Weapons and Sticky Hair. It's a funny and delightful by Lord Buddha as a parable. And it goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a prince who was sent away by his parents, the king and queen, to learn all of the weapons to become a master warrior so he could defend the kingdom. And he went away and he was the top student. Not only did he learn and master 5 dangerous weapons, but he was always the top of his class. Then he finished his studies very early and he came back to the kingdom to show his skills to the people and his parents. And when he came back into port, one of the people said to him, "Whatever you do, do not go through the forest, because there is now a monster that lives in the forest, and he is terrible to behold. He has fangs that drip with blood, and eyes that are larger than your whole body, and bloodshot red, and he has orange, sticky, oozy hair that covers his body, and he has a foul, terrible odor, and a big, fat belly from eating so many people. So do not take the path straight to the palace, but go the long way up and over the mountain pass to get to the palace home." Well, of course, Prince Five Weapons, who had just come back from all his schooling, felt very confident of his arts and weaponry and of all of his skills. He was very brave, and he said, "I don't need to go around the mountain pass. I have 5 weapons. What can one monster do to me?" So he walked straight to the palace. And he walked along, and before long, he was almost home. He thought, "I'm not going to see any sort of monster." Just at that moment, in a clearing, out jumps the monster. "Arr! What are you doing in my forest? You should not be here." Prince Five Weapons said, "Oh, so you're the monster everyone's talking about. I'm not scared of you." And he took out his mighty sword and he drew it at the monster. And the monster said, "Oh, you little person, I'm going to eat you up." So Prince Five Weapons took his sword and he thrust it into the monster's fur. And it got stuck. He couldn't pull it out. So he left it there. And he jumped back and he grabbed his bow and arrow. And quick as you can, pop, 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 pop. He put off 5 arrows into the monster's thick, sticky fur. And those stuck too. "This funny little man," said the monster. "Funny, this is really funny." And he stood there with his big belly and his stinky smell and flies buzzing around him and his fangs coming out, just laughing, and his awful tongue. Ugh. And the prince took out his club, mighty war club, and he took it and he ran at the monster, trying to hit him on the toes. But, of course, it stuck right on his toes. "Ha, ha, ha, ha," said the monster. And the prince took his mace. That's the 4th weapon. And it stuck too. And finally, his tiny dagger that he kept on his leg. And he took it. And he thrust it in, and of course it stuck. "Well, I don't need weapons," thought the prince. "I have my strength. I have my body." So he ran at the monster. "What a funny little man. He just doesn't give up, does he?" said Sticky Hair. And the prince hit him with his hands, which got stuck, kicked him with his feet, which got stuck, and knocked him with his head that got stuck. So the prince's body was stuck all to the big fat tummy of the monster Sticky Hair. "Oh, this is really delightful," said Sticky Hair. "But now that you've had your fun, I'm going to eat you." And the prince had to think quick. "Well, I don't need my strength," the prince said. "Of course, I can't use my weapons, but I have something else." Can you think of what that is? He had something else. And he said to the monster, "Well, you can eat me. Sure, you can eat me, but I'm poisonous. And if you eat me, you will die." Said Sticky Hair. But he wasn't really sure. He thought it was funny, but he wasn't really sure. And the prince kept saying that if he eats him, he will die. And really, the Sticky Hair didn't really want to take any chances. So after a while, he said, "Well, Prince, you're a funny little man, and I really don't want to take the chance of dying, so I'm going to let you go." And so he took him and unstuck him from his fur and set him down. And in that moment, the prince learned a valuable lesson, that it is his belief in himself that is the mightiest weapon of all. And he said to Sticky Hair, he said, "Thank you, Sticky Hair. You have been a good teacher to me. And for saving my life and sparing my life, I will teach you what I have learned too. If you promise not to eat me or anyone else, I will tell you how I defeated you." And Sticky Hair said, "Yes, I think I would like to know that." So the prince told him. And they became good friends in talking and learning from each other. And Sticky Hair continued to live in the forest. And the prince went on his way, and he told the people of the village and his parents that he had defeated the monster. And not only did he defeat the monster, but now they are friends. And you know what the truth was about Sticky Hair? It's not that he really hated people and he wanted to kill them. It was that he was really scared of them because they were always trying to kill him because he was so ugly and stinky. And now that they were all friends, he became a guardian of the forest and of the people. And they all lived together in peace. Thanks for listening to my story. Have a good day. Namaste.